hundreds of thousands of Oregonians who don't get paid sick leave will start to get it.
That new statewide law, it goes into effect January 1st, requires most employers to give workers a paid 40 hours of paid sick leave every year. Our Lisa Balick is here looking into what does this mean for everybody?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's got quite a wide effect. In fact, I found out the state estimates there are more than 850,000 working Oregonians who will be getting paid sick leave for the first time. And if you don't get this benefit, we found out what you need to do.
I feel like I'm having to make impossible choices around staying home to recover when I'm sick or facing losing my job, or sending my kid to school when they're sick, or risking losing income that I need to pay our rent.
That's why the nonprofit Family Forward Oregon worked to get the Oregon paid sick leave law. Starting January 1st, companies with 10 or more workers give them up to 5 paid sick days a year. But Portland keeps in place a city law that requires companies with just 6 or more workers to provide that paid sick leave. If your company's smaller, you still qualify at least for unpaid leave. I wanted to know who this will affect the most. Who's going to benefit the most from this?
It will be, I think, the families who are working in a lot of low-wage sectors. So people working in restaurants, in agriculture, in childcare, in service, kind of retail settings.
Workers gain 1 hour of paid sick time for every 30 hours worked, up to 5 days a year. You can use it for many health-related reasons, from caring for a sick family member, even a routine doctor's visit or a family death. If you're part-time, temporary, exempt, or non-exempt, the new law applies to you if you work in Oregon. But what if your employer doesn't follow the law? Well, call us is what the head of the State Bureau of Labor and Industries told me today.
We get a call from somebody giving us a tip that, for instance, an employer is not providing paid sick days. It allows us to go in and investigate whether or not that is truly going on, and in that way we get anonymous tips regularly.
Now, Oregon is the 4th state to require paid sick leave behind California, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. There are some other exemptions as well. For example, federal employees, because they're covered under federal law. Also, if you work for your parent or child. Now, there's a hotline that they have with the state. You can call that. We have some links, by the way, on our website at coin.com.
And again, what's the exemption for small businesses?
For Portland, it's 6 and over, and for the statewide outside of Portland, it's 10 and over.
Gotcha.
The number of employees.
Okay.
Good to know. I'm sure that hotline will come in handy for folks too if they're
A lot
at
of
all
questions
confused.
people are going to be asking about. You bet.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.